decent.
We take away your stuffy nose. You keep the peace. We calm your congestion and pain. You rally the team.
You guys are awesome.
We give you relief from your cough. You give them a case of the giggles. Tylenol Cold helps relieve even your worst cold and flu symptoms, so you can give them everything you've got.
Favorite one, Cooper's Adventures.
Tylenol.
Don't you just love pleasant surprises, like finding a $20 bill in the dryer? Or finding out that with direct auto and life insurance, you can get a super low down payment for as little as $29 down, regardless of your driving history. Go on, call, click, or come in today.
Celine Memorial Women's Services, where going into labor doesn't mean going into Little Rock. Get high-quality care that's close to home. Celine Memorial.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to a Hershey's cookie. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
Don't you just love pleasant surprises, like finding a $20 bill in the dryer? Or finding out that with direct auto and life insurance, you can get a super low down payment for as little as $29 down, regardless of your driving history. Go on, call, click, or come in today.
I know. Carrie said she's still shaking. Well, you got $10,000. You should be shaking. That's what you get for having such a big heart and helping people out when they need you. And Patrice, where do you live?
I'm currently living with my friend. About a year ago, I was let go from my job, and so I wasn't able to keep up with my bills and everything. So I moved out of the place I was, and my friend, she allowed me to move in with her and, just pay bills whenever I can.
Right.
But, I remain positive, and, my thing is, what I really stick to is what you put out in the universe, you get back. So I'm going to continue to put great things out.
Yep, you certainly will.
It's already a blessing just being here with you. It's amazing. This is surreal.
What were you doing before?
I was teaching children for the Salvation Army Youth and Community Center. They were ages 2 years old to 18 years old. We did about 4 performances a year. I taught them all sorts of style.
So you need to teach. You need to teach dance or something. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully somebody out there is going to help you out. Like you said, you put good things out in the world and you get good things back.
Yes, and I believe it.
I believe it too. And so does Shutterfly, because they love to help share life's joy, and they want to give you $10,000.
A record-breaking 6 inches of snow hits Little Rock. As the snow melts, what's ahead for the weekend? Plus, parts of the East Coast prepping to get 30 inches or more from this storm that started over Arkansas. And a volunteer firefighter is killed while working a medical emergency call in East Pulaski County. Your news starts now.
Now, from Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV11 News at 5.
A 6-inch blanket of white fluffy snow hits Little Rock and surrounding areas overnight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Denise Middleton alongside meteorologist Sarah Fortner this evening.
Glad to say the storm is over.
Oh yeah, we are all excited about that. But it did shut down schools, and this morning alone more than 12,000 Entergy customers were left without power. Meantime, drivers are taking extra precautions traveling the roadways.
But the sun came out and the snow is melting now, and so our focus is not only on what's ahead for the forecast this weekend, but also how things are shaping up tonight.
That's right. Our THV11 crews are out live with team coverage with more on what happened today when the snow fell and what's being done to roadways as we head into the weekend. And first, of course, we want to get a check of that forecast.
Yeah.
How's it looking now? It is gorgeous out for it.
It's
now.
Nice. When you look out the window until you walk outside. You and I both walked outside and said, whoa, 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 whoa. We got to start our show out here. It's very cold. You probably had a blast in the snow today, but it certainly is chilly. Look at your high temperatures. 42 rather is where we stopped this afternoon. 39 in Searcy, 48 in Camden. So melting did occur across the entire state, much thanks to some sunshine. It was beautiful as the whole state, or most of the state, was snow laden. You know, you just can't really complain with high temperatures like this. Now, satellite and radar is showing you that we had some clearing. Most of the snow is now exit the state. We are going to have a quiet night, but I'll tell you what, it is going to be cold. Temperatures still in the 40s, but we will drop into the 20s by tonight. 39 in Searcy now, 46 in Camden. My computer and clicker are so cold, they're actually moving a little slower than I planned. 20 degrees as your low tonight, refreezing, feeling like the teens. Northwest wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. I will have a full check of your forecast coming up, but first, Denise, back to you.
All right, thanks, Sarah. You know, the sun has really helped crews clear the roads today, but that doesn't mean they're off the hook just yet. THV11's Dan Grossman is live near I-30 with what's expected tonight. Dan.
Well, Denise, just under 6 inches of snow fell here in the metro area of Little Rock, and well over 4 inches of that has already melted. You mentioned the sun, and if you've driven on the roadways today, especially the interstates, you have noticed just how clear they were. That was thanks to more than 90 road crews here in the city of Little Rock, plowing the different side roads, and also, as you mentioned, getting help from that sun. Now, when it comes to moving towards tonight, there is going to be a freeze about a low of about 27 degrees, so anything that is left on the roadways will most likely freeze into black ice, so make sure you're careful. We caught up with road crews who are going to be working to keep them clean.
Yeah, we'll keep plowing. We'll plow it down as low as what our plows will get, try and scrape most of it off, and then we'll apply a sand salt mixture, the sand to help give some traction, and the salt to try and keep melting it throughout the night.
Again, if you've driven on those roadways, you've seen just how clear they are, but that doesn't mean you're in the clear if you're going to be driving on them tonight. There were a lot of kids playing today, and while they were having a lot of fun, their parents were saying that they were still having some slick spots while driving around. So if you are going to be on the roads tonight, make sure to stay extra careful. We'll have a full check on what they're going to be doing later tonight at 6 o'clock. Guys.
All right, Dan, thank you. Over in Lonoke County, drivers there say they could have used some extra help on county roads. That area also saw more than 6 inches of snow. And THV11's Marielle Mose joins us live from Austin with more on road conditions there.
Denise, you know, that sun really did help a lot of the roads out as well, but because they're not traveled as much here in these rural counties like Lonoke, they did see a lot of the snow stick around. Even one of the friendly neighbors here in Shadow Creek in Austin is enjoying some sledding behind me and enjoying that non-melted snow here in the more rural parts of the state. But depending on who you are, some are willing to risk it on the roads here in Lonoke, but others not so much.
I did not get milk. I got drinks and Pop-Tarts.
Heather Payne and the girls took one adventure out of the house Friday.
No, we're not going anywhere. This is it. This is the last time I'm headed out until Monday.
The sun was on their side, melting the highways.
The roads right now are passable, unless you live on the back roads.
Better for drivers, but tougher to clear.
It's kind of watery and slushy, and then it's hard to really clear it good.
Greg Kramer started plowing at 3 in the morning.
This morning it was pretty bad.
Traveling across the state all day.
A little bit more snow here in Cabot. Searcy didn't have quite as much, but when we were driving in it at 3 o'clock this morning, it was pretty much a whiteout.
But for some, the elements are an excuse to enjoy the outdoors.
It's just been beautiful. We got a lot of snow and ice, and I got four-wheel drive, and I didn't have a bit of problem.
The sheriff's office reported several accidents this morning on state highways and the interstate, but they said that no injuries were reported. Reporting live in Austin, Marielle Mose, THV11 News.
Good to hear. Thanks, Marielle. While many had a snow day, it was business as usual over at Bass Pro Shops today. They started clearing snow from their parking lot at 4 a.m. Some customers came in for some winter gear, but Jeremiah Dempsey drove in from Lonsdale looking for something to do on his day off.
I figured folks be out just coming in to see what's going on. People get cabin fever, I guess, maybe with the snow, want to get out and play in it.
Well, one of the Bass Pro employees said at one point today there were more customers than employees in the store. The outlet mall next door decided not to open today. Meanwhile, THV11's Marlisa Goldsmith spent much of her day covering road conditions across the metro. She brings us a report from North Little Rock.
Many of the roadways in North Little Rock extremely treacherous. We've been reporting on several of the road conditions, and some of the worst we've seen have been along JFK and McCain Boulevard. Here along McCain, we're in the Walgreens parking lot where, as you can see, the store owners are welcomed by a parking lot full of snow. They have hired many services to come out and plow the snow out of the way. And for those people, they have been faced with a lot of challenges, but their main goal is to get all of the snow out of the way.
Well, we've got four-wheel drive and a scoop on the front, and hand shoveling the sidewalks and clearing the entrance ways, and then he's plowing the parking lots.
Walgreens eventually ended up opening today, but for many store owners in the area, they are waiting until the weekend so that they can make sure that they get all of this slick and slushy stuff out of the way. We're reporting in North Little Rock, Marlisa Goldsmith, THV11 News.
Marlisa, thank you. We are learning more about a tragic story just outside of North Little Rock. An East Pulaski County volunteer firefighter shot and killed this morning while responding to a medical emergency. THV11's Laura Monteverde has details for us tonight. Laura?
Well, Denise, that firefighter is 29-year-old Jason Adams. He was also a full-time firefighter with the Sherwood Fire Department. Pulaski County deputies say he was responding to a call on Dorch Loop Road when things went terribly wrong.
There's nothing like this ever happens out here, nothing.
Just outside of a home on the 200 block of Dorch Loop Road, an empty truck still sits running. The last call 29-year-old Jason Adams, a Pulaski County volunteer firefighter and full-time Sherwood firefighter, would make before his life was cut short Friday morning.
About 4:44 this morning, I got the call saying that, there's been a shooting.
According to the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, Adams was responding to the home around 5 a.m. for a report of a person having a seizure.
Well, I ran up there figuring it was an intruder.
Tommy Noblet says he showed up to his neighbor's home fearing the worst. Inside, he found Adams shot.
Well, when I got there, I seen who he was, and then I knew he wasn't an intruder.
Adams was taken to a hospital where he later died. Investigators have released little other details, including who shot Adams. In October, Adams spoke with THV11, sharing his passion for the job he did every day.
And that, to me, is why I do it more than anything, is somebody has to protect this community.
The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office says it's investigating the shooting, and they're expected to release more details in just a few moments. However, the heavy overnight snowfall has slowed down this investigation.
Laura, thank you. A house fire early this morning in Pine Bluff leaves one man dead. It happened just before 2 a.m. when crews responded to a fire on East 15th Avenue. The house in a complete blaze. After crews were able to put it out, they found the body of 82-year-old Sonny Allen. Pine Bluff Fire Chief Sean Howell believes the fire started from a space heater. Well, the snowstorm that dropped 6 inches in Little Rock is now making its way towards the East Coast. Forecasters there spot on with the forecast so far. The East Coast expected to get strong winds, coastal flooding, and whiteout conditions. The National Weather Service says some areas could see 30 inches or more. Blizzard warnings stretch from Washington to New York, with heavy snow likely to go even further north, stopping just short of Boston. While the snow in Arkansas melts, cold temperatures this weekend could cause some refreezing. Sarah Fortner has your full forecast coming up. Plus, thousands of flights canceled nationwide as this snowstorm system moves east. Stay with us.
Your local Toyota dealer is a proud sponsor of THV11 Weather.
The Tundra TRD Pro powered Team Toyota to victory in the world's most grueling race in Baja. But why should they have all the fun? With available 381 horsepower V8 and the latest technology, it also powers your winning weekends. Qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,500 special edition cash on a new 2016 Special Edition Tundra for a total savings over $6,300. Toyota, let's go places.
The Grammy Awards. THV11 and Kissin' 96 FM want to send you there. Register now at THV11.com or our Facebook page for a chance to win a trip for two to the Grammy Awards in LA. The Grammy Awards live Monday, February 15th, only on THV11.
It's the 2016 Auto Show event at Landers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A new lineup is here to ring in the new year. Save up to $7,000 on the all-new 2016 Jeep Cherokee Latitude. These are show-stopping deals you can't afford to miss because nobody beats a Landers deal in Benton.
Unclaimed freight notice this weekend at American Freight. Over 1,000 truckloads of living room furniture. 7-piece living room groups that include a sofa, love seat, coffee table, 2 end tables, and 2 designer lamps. You get all 7 pieces from only $398 complete. Free layaway till tax refund. Same-day delivery. Come to the loading docks this weekend only at American Freight in Little Rock at 9908 Interstate 30, 1 mile west of South University Avenue. Phone 568-1111.
At Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Insured, we found the winning recipe. Treat your customer right, provide the best deal possible, and never stop working for your customer. You're not just another sale to us, you're the newest member of the Fletcher family. When all the other dealers say no, Fletcher says yes. Brand new 2016 Ram trucks up to $12,000 off in discounts, plus rates as low as 0% interest. Huge discounts, financing for all types of credit, plus Fletcher Trade Assistance Cash. Drive your new vehicle home from Fletcher today.
Severe weather can happen at any time. Remember to keep your mobile devices charged and your weather radio handy. Visit the weather guide at THV11.com. And when it's time to protect what's important, we'll be here.
It's the 2016 Auto Show event at Landers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A new lineup is here to ring in the new year. Save up to $7,000 on the all-new 2016 Jeep Cherokee Latitude. These are show-stopping deals you can't afford to miss because nobody beats a Landers deal in Benton.
THV11 forecasts are brought to you from the Crane Kia Weather Garden.
Welcome back. Here at THV11, we love viewer pictures, but we also love Kidcaster videos. Here's a dynamic duo from North Little Rock. Take a look.
My name is I am Aiden. We have 7 inches of snow, and we're recording on TH11. 11. Everybody stay home and stay safe.
Good advice. We'll upload your Kidcaster reports on our THV11 Facebook page. You may see them during our newscasts. And for now, we're going to send things over to Sarah Fortner with a check of your forecast.
Thanks, Denise. Yeah, out here in the Crane Kia Weather Garden, and it is cold. Starting to see the snow switch to slush. Well, guess what, though? You are going to hear the crunch on your commute if you have to get out on the roads on Saturday morning, and here's why. Low temperatures tonight expected to get back into the 20s with refreezing or the slush that is melted re-solidifying by tomorrow morning. It's going to be feeling like the teens, too, throughout the overnight hours. Northwest wind 6 to 12 miles per hour. Let's talk snow totals for a second. Let's talk about what's refreezing tonight. Sherwood came in with 7.75 inches of snow. The National Weather Service in North Little Rock, 7.2. Easton, 6.5. Little Rock Airport, 6. Little Rock Air Force Base, about the same. Cabot coming in at 7. Maumelle, 4.8 inches. Camden at 3.5, 1.5 inches near Hardy. That's what we're looking at. I can't see myself. Let's talk the map view here. The bullseye, this purple color, really towards Midway down near Searcy, seeing totals like 6 to 8 inches. Also Y over to Little Rock, Salem, that purple color, 6 to 8 inches. Elsewhere, 4 to 6 inches in that blue color, and then also 2 to 4 inches locations like Camden, and further south like El Dorado over to Warren and Monticello. So we got a good dose of snow, but here's the thing, it's melting over the next 3 days, 43, 44, 55 of your next 3 days. And this is why the blockbuster storm that's really stealing the attention of the whole country, working its way up the eastern coast, we've got high pressure, guys. That means sunshine, warmer weather, nice stuff outside. But of course, Monday we are thinking about showers, looking to stay all rain though. Bonus for your Monday back to school, back to work. It's 42 now, your dew point's at 27, so that dry air is in place. Loved this photo coming in from Randy Higgins of Emmanuel Baptist Church in Greenbrier. He got a drone for Christmas and sent this. Thanks, Randy. Love it. Keep your drone footage or camera or pictures coming our way if you can. Also, friends of mine, I was in here working, tracking sunshine all day. But my friends were out playing some volleyball. They've got 88 days till a big tournament down in south or in parts of Florida. Countdown is on at 88 days, and it didn't slow these guys down. Little Rock Sand Volleyball Club. Well, here you go, guys. Over the next few days, that that snow will be melting. You will find the sand again, say by Monday or Tuesday when we see those 50s back into the forecast. Stick around. We've got more THV11 news coming up.
Get THV weather and Ed Buckner's forecast on 100.3 The Edge, your home for Corey and Patrick in the morning.
It feels good to be part of Arkansas's #1 team, the Crane Automotive Team. And at Crane Ford in Little Rock and Jacksonville, it feels good to celebrate the Ford Get Into the News sales event. With 0% for 60 months on the 2015 Ford Focus and 2016 Fusion and Escape, plus $2,000 trade-in cash. Shop Crane Ford today and shopcraneteam.com.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare Health Plans with zero or low plan premium. Call 1-866-730-5637 now. That's 1-866-730-5637. Representatives will provide detailed information and help see if you qualify. WellCare provides access to a large network of local and regional doctors and hospitals. Plus, some plans may include benefits for dental, vision, hearing, Part D prescription drugs, and more. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be right for you. Call 1-866-730-5637 now. That's 1-866-730-5637.
Hey, you been sale shopping, Jerry?
Yeah, starting the year off right. Saved hundreds. How about you?
Yeah, getting a fresh start myself. I saved thousands.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You're into that kind of thing.
Celebrate the new year with the new GMC and get the best of the remaining 2015s. Now get over $8,200 below MSRP on select specially equipped Sierra SLT Crew Cab 1500 models in stock. That's 16%. Tonight, how far will he go?
You murdered your wife.
For justice.
You better do what I tell you to do.
New Hawaii Five-0. Then,
thanks for your service, Lieutenant. And don't let the door hit you on the way out. Witnesses saw him shooting up a subway car. What? You know you need to turn yourself in.
Do what you have to do, because I'm going to do what I have to.
Put down the gun.
New Blue Bloods after Hawaii Five-0 tonight.
Oh, this is the South. So many of us try to see how many winters we can get through before breaking down and getting a snow shovel. But some business owners roll the dice to help clear the way. And THV11's Rolly Hoyt found the guys willing to plow the snow after the storms strike. Rolly?
Denise, it wasn't a snow day for those guys like the firefighters behind me, and kind of like the sporting goods shop owners who have the snow skis or the ice skates. We get a chuckle out of the things that our neighbors to the north get a whole lot more use out of. But on a day like today, we sure do appreciate the snowplow guy.
It's actually kind of fun being able to get out there and go play in the snow and get paid for it.
A lot less traffic. I like that.
Gordon Spalding and Spring Nunn, pilot and co-pilot, pushing through the first big snowfall of the season.
I didn't think we were going to get much of nothing.
Spalding owns Flash Pressure Washing Service. Most of the year they're cleaning decks and houses, blowing dirt away. But for this transplanted Wisconsinite, he saw an opportunity to blow the snow away too.
Since I lived up north and been around snow and stuff like that, I decided to go ahead and start doing some snow plowing and that, and it turned out to be, beneficial.
Snow days mean different things to different people. You've got the anticipation. We all know what kids are like when they think a snow day is coming their way. But imagine the anticipation when you know you've got to get up at 2 in the morning to go plow a parking lot.
Knowing I'm going to be working for a while.
Yeah, you better be ready to work long hours.
And so as you return to work next week, take a moment to thank the men and women who cleared the way and appreciate their stoic outlook.
That's where you just take it nice and easy and do the best you can.
Now, while we were out there, we ran across a postal worker, and believe it or not, here in Little Rock, they even had snow chains on the mail truck tires. So we're definitely prepared here in the South. How's the saying go? Through rain nor snow nor dark of night. The mailman sure proved that today. Denise?
Thanks, Rolly. Well, 2,900 flights canceled today as the snowstorm heads to the East Coast. 21 of those in Little Rock at the Clinton National Airport. This is according to flight tracking service FlightAware. Another 3,300 canceled for tomorrow. The bulk are in Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina. Tomorrow's center around Philadelphia, Washington, and New York. Governor Hutchinson announced over 100 new jobs are coming to the Central Arkansas area, plus an infant car seat manufacturer recalling thousands of seats for a safety hazard. As we head to break, here's another THV11 Kidcaster video.
Hi, I'm Grace Parker from THV11, and I'm here with the Parker kids. I'm Reed. I'm Brooks. I'm Lila. And today we're going to measure how much fluffy snow we got. It's 5 inches. Like I said before, this snow is very fluffy and good for making snowballs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on THV11. Have fun and be safe. Yeah.
Thanks for watching THV11.
Don't be tricked by those gimmick companies that claim they have 30% off sales and free gifts. We all know how that works.
Wilson's has been voted #1 for over a decade for siding, windows, and customer service.
We guarantee the best price, the best workmanship, and the best product.
So, for your siding or windows, call a company you know you can trust.
Just remember, at Wilson's, you will always get the best of the best for less.
Bedroom values while they last. Save on our espresso finish 4-piece bedroom group, only $3.98. Memory foam queen mattress set, only $4.98. No money down, no interest financing too. Get yours today at FFO Home.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of Greek life.
But I didn't know Tech would change my life.
I knew Tech would help me become a leader.
But I didn't know Tech would lead me to graduate school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
It's easy to see why more than 12,000 students choose Tech. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
It feels good to be part of Arkansas's #1 team, the Crane Automotive Team. And at Crane Ford in Little Rock and Jacksonville, it feels good to celebrate the Ford Get Into the New sales event with 0% for 60 months on the 2015 Ford Focus and 2016 Fusion and Escape, plus $2,000 trade-in cash. Shop Crane Ford today and shopcraneteam.com.
Our next item is a genuine name-your-price tool. This highly sought-after device from Progressive can be yours for 20 grand? No, we are giving it away for just 3 easy payments of $4.99 plus tax. The lines are blowing up. We've got Deborah from Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, no,
You guys realize anyone can use the Name Your Price tool for free on Progressive.com, right? I know it's like they're always on television. What?
Our homestretch tufted recliner is a value at just $3.98. Big man styles too for only $5.98. Wood with glass TV console, just $2.75. 36 months, 0 down, 0 interest financing at FFO Home.
Welcome back. In case you missed it, with all the snow coverage, over 100 new jobs are coming to the state. Sig Sauer and Remington Outdoor Company are two firearms-related manufacturers, bringing 134 new jobs to Arkansas. Sig Sauer is a manufacturer of premium ammunition and is opening a new manufacturing facility in Jacksonville, bringing 50 new jobs. Remington Outdoor Company is creating 84 new jobs at its ammo plant in Lone Oak. Britax recalling 71,000 car seats because the handle can crack, break, and cause the seat to fall. The recall is for the Be Safe 35 and Be Safe 35 Elite seats, as well as travel systems from October 2014 to July of 2015. If you have one of these seats, you can sign up to get a free repair kit. The recall started today. In other news, the state of Alabama is declared a major disaster area by President Obama. Severe storms hit the state December 23rd through the 31st. The president has ordered federal aid to supplement state and local recovery efforts in the areas affected by the storms. The funds are available for emergency work and repair or replacement of facilities damaged during the storms. Well, the defamation lawsuit against comedian Bill Cosby is thrown out by a Pennsylvania judge. Renita Hill filed the lawsuit back in October after claiming Cosby defamed her in the media. Hill is one of more than 50 women who have accused Cosby of sexual assault. The judge dismissed her claims, ruling that statements made by Cosby and his lawyer did not support a defamation claim as defined by Pennsylvania law. Well, stay with us. We'll be right back.
At Ashley Furniture Home Store, we're kicking off the new year with amazing deals at the New Year's Savings Bash. Ring in 2016 with savings throughout the store or no interest for up to 60 months. Make a resolution to sleep in on new beds, have more family dinners in a chic new dining room, or take it easy on a new sectional or sofa. Store-wide savings or up to 60 months, no interest. Hurry in, these great deals won't last all year at Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. Exit 123 off I-30 in Bryant.
So there's this place, and maybe you never even considered it before. But you should. Look it up. Check it out. You're in for a surprise. Yeah, there's great stuff to do and see, but the thing about this place is you. Arkansas, the natural state. Come see us.
High quality childcare looks like happiness, exploration, adventure, imagination. Visit arbetterbeginnings.com to find high quality childcare. Better Beginnings. Every child deserves our best.
Right now, there are hundreds of children in Arkansas with something missing. We introduce you to these children in need of adoption. You can help by giving them the love and companionship only a family can provide.
I mean, there is a lot of kids right now are just suffering by pain.
And whose responsibility is it? A lot of people say, oh, well, somebody else is going to do that. Well, who's somebody else? That's us.
I'm Dawn Scott. Join me for A Place to Call Home.
Brought to you by the Arkansas Department of Human Services.
Create a beautiful room for less at Akel's Carpet One,
where our no extra sale will save you hundreds of dollars.
Now choose any carpet we sell, all colors, all styles, and get all the extras at no extra charge. Installation and pad, measure, delivery and furniture moving, take up and haul away, even special 3-year financing. Plus save on wood, tile, laminate, and granite countertops too. It's the no extras sale at Akel's Carpet One.
We make it beautiful
for less.
Well, Denise, not everything melted today. So
okay.
It will re-solidify tonight,
Oh,
and it will be some slick spots on Saturday morning. Good news is it's Saturday morning, so maybe you and the kids can just get out and try to play with the crunchy snow. Try to make those brutal snowballs. Have you ever been hit with a snowball after refreezing? It hurts. So play accordingly. Your high tomorrow, 43, 44 on Sunday, and then crossing over into the 50s on Monday, but that is when we can expect another round of scattered showers. Won't be a washout for everyone, but a weak little system will make us cooler by Tuesday. Good news is, though, it's staying all rain, not forecasting anything frozen.
All right, Matt back. Can't complain. Thanks, Sarah. That's it for THV11 News at 5. More news, weather, and sports at 6 after the CBS Evening News. Hope to see you then.
See you then.
Thanks for watching THV11 News. Stay connected to the THV Information Center 24/7 on your mobile device and with the THV11 app for your iPad.
Watch out, Charlie, they're going to sled.
The snow's coming down. The warnings are up for the blizzard of 2016.
They said it's coming. I'm trying to get out of here.
Also tonight, a new airbag death for the first time not in a Honda. The recall expands by millions. The conservative National Review calls for the defeat of Donald Trump.
I guess they want to get a little publicity, but no, that's a dying paper.
And Steve Hartman on the road when Tim met Tiffany.
This is the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley.
The snow is falling and it will only get worse. This is Washington, D.C. tonight and the leading edge of what's about to become the blizzard of 2016. The storm is already blamed for 6 deaths on the roads. Travelers are stranded at airports. Store shelves have been wiped out. 6 states have declared emergencies and accumulations could reach 3 feet. We have a team of correspondents. First, we'll go to Chris Van Cleve in Washington. Chris?
Scott, this is not a region known for handling a lot of snow well. The snow has started and overnight will come the heavy winds. The front end of an epic blizzard swept into the frigid nation's capital this afternoon as hundreds of Washington, D.C. snowplows hit the streets, trying to stay ahead of a forecast calling for 2 feet of snow or more, complicated by wind gusts up to 55 miles an hour. Daniel Kernage is treating the roads in a city snowplow.
How important is it for people to get off the roads tonight?
Very. I just don't want people to be in the street, me personally, because once we get behind the snow, it's going to be a hard time fighting to get back on top.
But there's great concern after about an inch of snow Wednesday gridlocked the city for hours. And now the snow is coming fast, falling at up to 3 inches an hour until early Sunday morning. Chris Geldart is running the district's storm response.
Is this going to be a deadly storm?
Yes, sir. Our first concern really are the residents. One of the major monikers of success for this, for me, personally, is to make sure we don't lose anybody. And that's first and foremost.
Forecasters have been warning about this monster storm for days, but some waited until just hours before the snow started falling to stock up on food and supplies, finding long lines and empty shelves. Lakeisha Love will be riding out the storm with her 4 sons.
Just making sure that we have everything possible that's on our emergency checklist and know that we have a backup plan for lighting and candles, batteries, and things like that.
D.C. Police Chief Kathy Lanier says the time to be outside has passed.
No matter how pretty the snow is, in a storm like this, if you go outside while the storm is going and the winds are blowing that high, you're really putting yourself at risk.
Hundreds of National Guardsmen across the region have been activated to help first responders get to calls as the snow piles up. Scott, D.C. is asking other states for help, asking for additional snow removal equipment.
Chris, thank you. In the Carolinas, the danger is ice, and Mark Strassman is there. Mark?
Scott, bands of sleet like this fell all day in Charlotte, but the real fear was a forecast of freezing rain that could turn this city into an ice-glazed nightmare. Snow was falling during this early morning traffic accident, a fatal accident. The woman's body wasn't discovered until 8 hours later. Weather-related car wrecks have killed 6 people, at least, in 3 southern states. Duke Energy has called in 2,800 out-of-state line workers to help restore power. And Scott, the utility reports 30,000 power outages in the Carolinas.
Thanks, Mark. Eric Fisher is chief meteorologist at WBZ in Boston. Eric?
Well, Scott, the storm well underway now, seeing that snow just creeping up into southern parts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey tonight, that ice in the Carolinas. But a change will come overnight. And the main storm that really started to take off last night will send its energy over to the coast. And this process has already started. This is the storm that rides up the eastern seaboard to the Chesapeake and really increases those snowfall rates as we head into tonight and tomorrow. So timing it out, looking at the snow on the northwest side of that storm, this is where it's really cranking. In the morning, D.C. up toward Philly and up toward New York City and Long Island. As we head into Saturday afternoon, that snow spreads into southern New England, and then slowly all this will rotate out to sea as we head into Sunday morning, taking the snow and the wind along with it. In terms of snow totals, we're still looking at some huge numbers here. In the D.C. area, we're talking upwards of 30 inches of snow possible, especially just west of the city. New York at 10 to 18. In Roanoke, 18 to 24 for a storm total. And this is the Hall of Fame list for D.C. snowstorms, the most infamous. Number one is 28 inches, set back in 1922. Scott, I think we have a great chance at number two. Number one, well, that will remain to be seen tomorrow.
Eric Fisher, WBZ, thanks. Snow, ice, and rain are about the only things that are flying in the Northeast. More than 3,000 flights were canceled today. There'll be more tomorrow. And David Begnaud reports.
The rush was on from Charlotte to New York today to get out before the storm.
They said it's coming. I'm trying to get out of here. I need to go back home.
50 airports are in the path of the storm, including Charlotte, Reagan, Dulles, and all of New York's airports. More than 3,500 flights have already been canceled. This East Coast storm has caused a ripple effect on the West Coast.
Everything was canceled, and now I get to fly back on Monday night.
Harry Lawler was in Los Angeles on business. United canceled his flight to Washington, D.C.
I'd love to be back with my family, and they're going to be there and get 2 feet of snow, and probably the power's going to go out, and there's nothing I can do to help them.
In Philadelphia, there was a brighter note sung by Princeton University's Glee Club. They were some of the last to get out ahead of the snowstorm.
There will be no flights in or out of here tomorrow in Philadelphia. Most U.S. airlines expect to be back at full operation by Sunday. And Scott, as for the railways, Amtrak will roll through the weekend, but with modified service.
David, thank you. On the New Jersey coast, storm surge conditions could be as bad as when Superstorm Sandy tore thousands of homes apart in 2012. Jerika Duncan is in Manasquan, New Jersey.
In Belmar, New Jersey, bulldozers were busy this afternoon trying to shore up a mile-long sand dune built after Superstorm Sandy. That storm caused more than $36 billion worth of damage to the state. This weekend storm has some of the same characteristics as Sandy, coming during a full moon and high tide. Belmar Mayor Matt Doherty.
We are more prepared for this storm than any storm that's ever come our way before.
4 miles south